Hi Capricorn. Welcome to my channel or my TikTok, wherever you're finding this reading. I'm really glad you're here and I'm so excited to be chatting with you. I hope that this reading is helpful to you. I hope that it's able to come alongside you in some way and assist you in gaining a greater sense of clarity, providing a sense of confirmation and validation to anything that you may be experiencing, feeling, navigating at this time. But please remember, tarot is never supposed to tell you something you don't already know, right? So when a message resonates, you'll know. And when one doesn't resonate, you'll also know. So take what you want and leave the rest. Always bounce all messages off your own intuition, your own inner knowing, your own inner guidance system, right? You know yourself best. You are the expert of you, and you have your own connection with divine energy. So let's jump in. What's going on with the beautiful Capricornians out there, the goat fishes? Ooh, the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. Bold. Sorry, I was just hugging my cat. Excuse me, Capricorn. There's cat hair on me. Bold, Capricorn, bold. The perfect storm, the courage to step into life. This feels like there's this window of opportunity here to really move forward with something. A tidy house, clarity, and organization. Okay, interesting. There might be things around the house that need to be cleared out, to be reorganized, to be tidied up. For some reason, I saw raking leaves. So, some of you may be raking leaves. It's not totally the season in, where I'm living, but it might be for you. I also saw like kind of cleaning out the gutters. There might just be some like things around the house or in your environment that have been on your to-do list, and now's the time to do them. This also talks about internal organization and tidying up as well, because that also assists in gaining clarity. So, the internal reflects in the external reflects the internal. So when you tidy up your space, reorganize, redecorate, or you declutter in any way, that can be really helpful for decluttering the mind, clearing space in the heart, and feeling a kind of clean slate kind of thing, which also provides more room to expand and really leap into a new chapter, a new season. And that definitely feels pertinent to this message. Like a new season is upon you and is this perfect storm. This perfect storm that is like this invitation to tap into your courage, your boldness, and continue to step into life, step into your authenticity more and more, or rather embody your authenticity more and more, because there's things that I sense you clearing out within as well as in the external world too. And when it comes to this perfect storm card, it kind of indicates, well, a storm, right? There's like some stuff that's been picked up and flown around, and there's all the elements to the storm: the rain, the wind, the hail, snow sometimes, and it's intense. So there's this sense of things being intense, and that really being kind of almost an initiation into this new season, to grab hold of your core, your center, remember who you are, and remember what it is that you're doing and what you want to do, and embody that, and tap into your courage to step into life. And sometimes the first step is kind of getting rid of things that you don't need anymore, taking things to the thrift, you know, kind of giving things away to loved ones that you no longer need, and also just tidying up, kind of spring cleaning energy, getting into the corners, cleaning your windows, dusting. And again, the same goes for the inside too. There's things that I sense that have been picked up in the wind of the storm that, you know, your awareness might, you know, you may have brought your awareness to, because it's being, I keep wanting to say dusted up. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I'm sure you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So this feels like almost, I heard the words setting the scene. So, you know, starting with your environment and doing this like tidy house clarity and organization work internally and externally might be setting the scene for this next chapter where you're, you know, where you're embodying that courage to step into that next chapter. I feel like there's one more that wants to come out. Yes. Vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. So yeah, you're shattering through limiting self-beliefs. You're shattering through old, you know, like outdated, response patterns, like emotional patterns, mental patterns, shattering through like outdated ways of responding, reacting. You're growing, Capricorn. Shattering again through, yeah, limiting beliefs, some like social conditioning, societal conditioning, family conditioning, breaking through limitations. Just breaking through limitations. Then we've got the power of community gathering around underneath. I honestly feel like I'm talking to people who are ready to get out there more, you know, after some, like, lack of better words, a shitstorm, you know, like after the shitstorm, you're ready to get out there more. You've grown, you've expanded, you've broken free from things that have been holding you in, that have not been big enough for the expansion. You know, this shitstorm has taught you a lot, and so you've grown more, you've expanded more, and now you're breaking free, you're breaking loose, you're shattering through these limitations. And again, not to be redundant, but clearing your space, doing things externally and internally to tidy up, or setting the scene for this new expansion. Seven of Swords. Okay, interesting. We're gonna get some more information. What's going on with the Seven of Swords? So we've got the Hermit, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, things are getting kicked up. Things are getting kicked up, dusted up. But with the Seven of Swords, it's kind of interesting energy. I do feel like I'm talking to people who are calling their power back. And not even just calling your power back, but taking your power back. You know, linking to this shitstorm, there may have been some shisty energy in your friendship circles, in your family, in your workplace, in your community. They're just, you know, Seven of Swords can be a bit tricky energy. It has like a kind of a, it's a double-edged sword, so to speak. And not to laugh at that, it's a swords card, so I'm laughing at myself. But it's a double-edged sword, so it often speaks to actions taking to attempt to take your power away from you, simultaneously also speaks to taking your power back, becoming aware of that, and just taking your power back, calling your power back, embodying your power, right? And because of it being swords, it's your mental energy, your perspective, your ideas, your voice, your truth, your vision, your intellect. So I really feel you, Capricorn, reclaiming your mind power after some weird stuff. And that's going to look differently for each and every one of you. You've gone within, the Hermit card, especially underneath this tidy house. You've gone within, you've gone into your internal home to integrate this entire experience. I'm sorry if this is going to be loud coming up. Yes, you've gone inside to integrate this experience, to take it all in, to reflect on the experience, to reflect on everything, integrate that all into wisdom, right? This Hermit card talks about completion. It is taking in everything that has occurred, taking accountability where necessary, forgiveness for the self, because that is what forgiveness is. It's forgiving ourselves for not knowing what we know now then, right? And if you want to, of course, you can extend forgiveness to others. And that doesn't mean that you have to drop your boundaries at all. It just, you can, right? But ultimately, forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves to alleviate ourselves from the burden of carrying this situation, because the Seven of Swords is confusing, it's manipulative, it's tricky, it's can be passive aggressive. So we are coming up to the Virgo new moon in the next couple days then from when I'm recording this. Virgo is excellent, right? Virgo is, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Virgo is excellent at streamlining things, organizing things, optimizing things. So optimizing your energy and optimizing your space's energy will be very, very potent around this full new moon in Virgo. And again, Virgo reminds us that we are whole and complete as we are. We have everything that we need to experience our lives, right? And that doesn't mean that we don't learn, we don't grow, right? But it's reminding us that we are whole and complete just as we are. Yes. So that's really beautiful. And then with the Wheel of Fortune here in the Vanishing Mirror, it's like it's popping energy. Things are in motion. Things are, you've outgrown things. You've seen things for what they are during this hermit mode, right? You've taken in the full picture up until this point. You've gained understanding and understanding about a certain situation that may have been confusing, or situations, and taken your power back, called your power back, embodied it, gaining that courage again, reconnecting to that courage, because it's always within you, right? That's what Virgo teaches us. We have that. You have that. And it's just through sometimes shisty situations, we can feel alienated away from it, especially if there's people, places, and things trying to chip away at our power, right? So it's embodying that courage and stepping into life again, stepping out, being seen, connecting in your community, connecting to those that you feel at home around, meeting new people, trying new things, doing those things that, make you really happy, believing in yourself, right? Believing in yourself, knowing that you can do it. And yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is a card full of like blessings in many ways, right? The wheel is always turning, so what comes up must come down. And what I'm sensing here is that this is the upswing, Capricorn. It's the upswing. You have, this ego sublimination. You've blasted through limiting beliefs up until this point. This situations has taught you a lot about life, about yourself. And I feel like I'm talking to people who are seeing themselves clearer. There's more clarity about who you are, what you want, what you deserve, who you are and how you step into the world and what you bring into the world. And the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, it's in the name, right? There's fortune. It's like the Wheel of Fortune is like a gust of wind, right? I always like to give the analogy of being in like a sailboat, right? The Wheel of Fortune is that gust of wind that blows the sails, but you have to learn how to work with those sails, and you have to build a relationship with the wind. And yes, the wind can be wily, right? It can blow in a lot of different directions. So learning how to work those sails and harness that wind, harness that power to gain momentum is a way that I really like to interact with the Wheel of Fortune, because the wheel is always in motion. It is always in motion. Again, what comes up must come down, and it goes all around. And then we've got the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely been like a grief process that you've been working through. But this is like energy that's just, I feel so many blessings. I feel so much abundance. I feel such momentum and luck and fortune. You have cleared a lot of space to expand, for your soul to expand, for you to expand into new areas of life. You've discovered different parts of yourself. You've integrated, a lot of experiences and, your own shadow through whatever this experience has been. And now you have so much more wisdom to share, and that Wheel of Fortune is going to be the wind beneath your sails, Capricorn, into this new chapter. So we've got Gang Sarah, resistance, and then we've got Nund, truth. So many of you have definitely stood up for yourselves. And you know the truth of the situation. You know the truth of who you are. You know the truth of the situation. And as hard as it has been, this is very empowering. Okay? This is very empowering. Yeah. As much as this energy is a bit sly, sneaky, manipulative, tricky, you sniffed it out. You sniffed it out. You stood your ground. You held your own. As you do, Capricorn. As you do. So let's get you a postcard from Spirit, Capricorn. So, dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you, without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So, may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better and, we hope, learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so, so, so much. Aw, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I feel I'm talking to people who are kind of getting out there more, ready to meet new people, ready to connect to those people that, again, you feel at home around, that you feel safe with. But ultimately, I do feel like I'm talking to people who are ready to get out more. Maybe some of you are ready to date again. Maybe some of you are ready to make new friends, try new things and, be a part of different groups. And it is scary, especially if you've gone through situations in relationship that have been challenging, that have been passive aggressive, that have been manipulative, that has like included a lot of projection, and just dynamics that, attempt to take your power away from you or make you doubt yourself or make you question yourself, or anything that, any dynamics that have stolen your ideas or anything like that. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, ideas are to be shared, but with the Seven of Swords, it's trying to manipulate your mind. And like, this is a way that, yeah, it's different than, it's different when it comes to ideas. It's different. Sharing ideas is different than taking, right? So there's been a big healing process. Some of you may still be in that right now. You still might be in that hermit energy, which is absolutely okay. All of you are going to resonate with this at a different place in the timeline. But I just want to validate that it can bring up a lot when you find yourself ready to kind of step out into the world more, be seen, connect. It can bring up that a lot that you've just worked through, but this is an arena for you to demonstrate that wisdom that you've gained through this last experience here, through these tricky experiences, because you have taken your power back. If they're going to take that back, it's yours, right? And this isn't just about tit for tat. This is just calling your energy back to you, clearing that energy out of your mind, addressing self-doubt or imposter syndrome or questioning yourself, right? Like, all of these things, it's asking, like, what is yours and what is not yours. And there's certainly things that have been planted in your mind that are not yours. And this is so strange, but I feel like some of you may have been in dynamics where others have wanted to wear your face. Like, literally, they wanted to be you. And that's uncomfortable. But you've stood your ground. You've spoken your truth. You know the truth. You have taken the time to go within, to integrate all of this into wisdom. And now the Wheel of Fortune is the wind beneath your sails, guiding you towards people, places, and things that are on the wavelength with you, that that you'll enjoy, that respect you. Because you have shattered through so much illusion, Capricorn. You've shattered through so much illusion. And because of these past experiences, you know more now, right? And you can apply that wisdom now, and you'll be quicker on the side eye to any kind of manipulation tactic thrown at you. Now remember, manipulation works until it doesn't. Right? Manipulation works until it doesn't. It's sometimes easy to beat ourselves up, to be like, why didn't I know this more? Well, now you do know more, and you will be faster at sniffing this out. But also, it's not going to happen every single time, so please don't hide yourself away, because you are so important. You're so bright and beautiful, and you have so much to give this world. And so embody that courage and continue to keep stepping into life and sharing your love with the world, because it makes it a better place. So I hope that this was helpful. You're doing amazing, and I hope to catch you in the next one.